Up here. Now, you know, that's all right, but okay, start again. Self-correct just a little bit. Another thing we talked about this morning was, and this kind of a composition where it has folk song throughout, it's what's new and interesting with each statement that you want to bring forth. So you've got the first one down and the second one down, but then the third and fourth times through, what is new and interesting? So we've got this one going on, right? So what's here?
This one.
Okay, so if you did do something, it's very hard to tell.
Right.
Okay, so really go after that more and show us something different. So it starts starting to look the same, a lot the same. Let's start at 17, yeah. So much of your left hand work is, that's right, beating time. So don't feel like you don't have, this, if you're going to keep time over here, do something else. Like, I mean, I don't know, you don't have to do that specifically,
Okay.
but something that does not involve time. Move it in such a way that's not, these are just ideas for you to try.
Okay.
Let's do that one more time, and then I really want to get to that trumpet melody
Okay.
thing in a minute.
17.
All right, good. So you play around with that for me a little bit, right? Just when you're practicing on your own, doing something with your left hand that doesn't involve keeping the time, okay? So right here, what is new and interesting right here?
49.
Yes, 49.
The first trumpets are playing the main melody, and then the second trumpets are playing it slower, half speed, or quarter speed.
Yeah, so these guys right here, this longer note value thing, right? It's really the brass, all this low brass thing. Would you just rehearse that for me?
Okay, 49.
Just have those people play.
Gotcha, okay. Trumpets, trombones, euphonium, tuba, 49. First trumpets, 2.
Okay, so this is different, right? I mean, I would say don't first trumpet. Don't you can leave that out for now.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry. How can you show this differently? So we've had this da 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 throughout. Now we have this da 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 dee longer note value.
Can I conduct it in 4?
I don't know. Can you?
I want to.
Do it. Let's do it.
49.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's go back a rehearsal number before that, and see you make that shift.
32.
Sorry, 33.
33, my fault. Sorry. 33. Everybody's at 33?
Everyone?
Yes. My fault. Everybody at 33. I thought it was better.
Okay, I agree. But see, with that, the reason why we're doing that is, I'll just say this one thing and then you jump in, Bob. The reason we're doing that is to try to get more of this going, right? So we've had this. So now you're kind of just doing the same thing, but in a 4 pattern. But the whole point is to go, right? So this side to side, more fluid motion. All right? Try it.
Yeah, the difference you made a moment ago when you just had them, you were actually doing much more
Yes.
horizontal than you're even doing now. I would even invite you to make more of a dramatic difference. If you remember yesterday, I grabbed your forearm, wouldn't let you move, The section before that, just keep it, you know, this shows lightness. And then the drama visually of you changing, even if you did the same thing you did, but the drama would create them, you know, the opportunity to play immediately the style. So I think even going back to the same place you started, try to do less before that, because it becomes much more than when you get to the doppio section in this melody.
Okay, we talked about contrast, right? That's what this is about, contrast. Not just what you're doing here, but what you're doing before it.
Okay. 33, everybody?
Is there anything that happened sound-wise that was different just about 12 bars ago from the big section?
I'd have to do it again.
Yeah, but when it gets, of course, it's a leading question. You know?
Yeah.
Rum, bum, bum.
Well, I was focused on trying not to move so much, so.
You know,
Yeah, but
but
right
you did better.
there, that's
Yeah,
when you do
was-
it,
was-
right?
It
That's
was
when you
better.
deliver.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, and you can just let that be, but it becomes, instead of more broad, then it becomes big but more vertical, and I think you can make that difference happen, you know. That bum, 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 you know, when it comes to that. So in other words, you can change more, because you made a great change a moment ago. You can even less, but you can make a great change at that same place. Once you start just where you did a moment ago, give it another chance. Be unafraid to, you've got the skills. Just be unafraid to try something. They'll follow you
Okay.
because you're clear, okay? Be unafraid to try.
49. Actually, do you want me to go back before 49?
Where we started a moment ago.
33.
Be unafraid to change.
What do you think?
Better?
Yeah, you know, you'll watch that video, and as we talked about it, and be like, yeah, I feel like I'm doing a lot.
Yeah.
Go back and watch. So I want to point out one thing real quick. So that time you did something that you had not done before, which I was so excited about, and that is, here at 41, what you were doing before for the piano was your baton hand was like this, and you were going like this, soft. Come on, you guys, play soft. Why aren't you playing soft? That time, you brought them both down. And then you let your baton size get bigger, exactly as it should. Then the soft here at the very end. You went back to the same way.
I did, yeah.
All right, so we talked about, we're not talking about how, we're apologizing for being middle school directors. We talked about that. But you and I spoke about how there's this fear that they're not going to follow.
Sometimes I don't.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they literally don't. This is just not, it's an actual fear. It's
Yeah.
an actual lived
Yeah.
fear.
About half the time.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you do with that? Number one, you don't give up on them,
Nope.
right? Number two, you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna, this one, okay, what you just played is a mezzo forte. You help establish with them what they just did. Okay, now this, now do this with me. Okay, that's better. Maybe mezzo piano. Okay, again. So you're not the one changing. You're asking them to calibrate what they're doing to what you're showing. Instead of the opposite. Well, they're not watching me, so I'll just get bigger. Keep true to what you know you can do, and then tell them, no, this is actually what I'm showing. All right? Good. We got to get this. Bop, bop, bop. Give me your best. Bop, bop, bop. Aggressive, just right there.
Okay, 73.
Way too nice. Way too nice.
Nice.
Look at this. Oh yeah.
73. Not so easy when you're staring at me. If you were one of my students, I could do it. Yes, yes, yeah.
Just jump in for a second.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you to do the jump bump and don't even conduct the next two beats. And then conduct the next jump bump, okay? Just see what happens.
Okay.
They could stop, but I have a feeling they're going to keep going, right? So let's just see what happens.
All right. 73. Better. I like
Okay,
that better.
were you guys thrown off by that? So they're rolling along, especially in a, call it a theme of variations, but the tune basically is stated over and over and over again. So as has been said by some others, you really want to focus your attention on what changes, because this tune now is just rolling, you know? And even if you stop making gestures or just lightly beat through there, it's going to keep rolling. But what you want the audience and these musicians to focus on is the jump bump bump, jump bump bump, jump bump bump. You can do anything, but that's what you want to focus attention on. Okay, we'll try that again. Same
Yeah,
spot.
73.
And Emily and I were making fun, but you were going like,
Was I?
no, you could.
Okay.
See what they, just to get out the baseball bat. Yeah.
73.
Nice job.